Okay, so we're back at branching out. I'm still kind of recuperating. I'm trying to get better here. We've got a 3,000 watt eliminator inverter here, and I picked up this 3/4 horsepower sprinkler pump, and I have a 100 watt panel. Now I'm not saying this is going to work. I got this also, the marine battery here. I'm not sure if I'm going to have enough draw to do the work, so I may have to get more batteries, I may have to get more solar panels, I may have to figure something out. But I also had stopped at Mohawk Garden Center, which is on Highway 6 there, and had to pick up some more perlite for filling up some of these pots, because I want to get the northern walnut. We're going to take a look at them, and I'll show you what's in there that's sprouting. Hopefully it's still sprouting, it looks a little dry. And then we got our hickory nuts here, so hopefully some of them are sprouting. So either way, we're going to take a look at it and see if we're winning or losing. And then of course I went to the dollar store, and of course you can't trust me because I'm so addicted now to all of this stuff that I find, like wildflowers for $2 or whatever it was. We're going to try this rollout seed thing here. It's like a little, you can see right there, it's kind of like a little carpet. You roll it out and you water it and so on and so forth. And then I got all these bulbs, which are only like $2.75 a piece, which I was paying $12.99 for some of them, but who knows if I was getting as much or a quality. We'll see how that works. And then I just grabbed an extra pair of pruners, which are not the one-sided pruners. These are center pruners. So what I mean by that is the blade is in the center of the cutter as opposed off to the side, which is some of the other ones, so you can get closer to the cut. So we're just working on, again, I'm winging all of this, so I'm trying to figure out where do I want to take the water from. Do I want to take it from the daisy chain, which we're going to have to, it rained a lot, but I didn't get much water out of it. So do I want to put it through here somehow and then run it over the top here to the spray bar? Or do I want to hook up the one tote and come right out of the tote, and then fill up the tote every once in a while from the daisy chain? But I'll be using my other pump, which is this one here. It's my gas powered pump. Where is she? There she is. Oh, there we go. So yeah, so there's this pump which does really well. It'll fill that thing up in probably 5 minutes. So do I want to do that or just take from the daisy chain? I guess we're gonna have to figure it out. So stay tuned. I'm gonna do some thinking about this. I'm gonna mull it over, and then we're gonna take a look at some of these seed pods here tomorrow. All right, we're gonna take a look at our stratification. Looks a little dry in there, but these are my shagbark hickory nuts that I had sitting around for a couple of years. And this here are the northern walnut. They're called doolies, but they're basically just a northern walnut, which is not like a black walnut. These are softer shell, which are easier to eat, more meat in them. So I'm just gonna open up these bags and spread them out a little bit, and we'll see what we got. Now there should be about 20 of them in here. I don't know how many, there's just a couple handfuls that I put in there. So let's open them up. We'll take a look and see what has a little sprout on it. Whatever has a sprout, we're gonna find some pots here. And I got some more perlite, which I suck that I had to buy small bags of perlite. It cost about $60 for 6 bags. Either way, I'm gonna mix that up a little bit and get a couple of them in here. So this is what I want to get done today. And then some of the stuff I want to do here is take apart some of these little fittings on either end of these part of these spray bars and stuff. And I want to start working on the positioning of where I'm going to be putting my irrigation pump. So let's get started. Okay, so I'm sifting through. I found a little bit of mold in here. None of these hickories sprouted at all, not as far as I can tell. I don't know if it's the mold. Maybe they just need stratification, and we got to throw them in the bucket. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably separate these into maybe 3 buckets, because they probably have a low chance of giving me a yield. So I'm going to put them in buckets anywhere, pails or pots. Anyways, we're going to put them in there. We're going to let them go. I'll put a little screen over top so the squirrels can't get at it. And then my walnut here, I was able to get 4 that have a little bit of a little sprout on it. I think there was another one here that kind of looked broken. I'm not sure. So what I'm going to do is, again, I'm going to take these, I'm going to split them into 3 pots. I'm going to put this, the ones that aren't sprouted here, these ones here that aren't sprouted, and then these ones here will get their individual bucket, individual pot. So at least I got 4 walnuts out of 20. So yeah, there's nothing left in there. There's only 20 of them. So we still got the black walnuts in the fridge, and we still got the chestnuts to go through. I think the dirt just got a little too dry, maybe. Didn't give enough to push it out. But either way, let's get them in pots now, and I'll show you what I'm doing right there. All right, so it's as simple as that. You just make a little hole, and be gentle with these little tap roots. Just put it in there gently, like that. Cover it up. A little tap. So a good little trick was when you have your dirt and you're putting it in a pot and it's loose, just grab your pot and just drop it, and it'll settle it down a little bit, and it worked really good. So thanks 9 Moon Planets for that. And okay, we got our first one in. We got 4 more to go, and then I got 2. I'm just going to separate these so that they're a little bit spread out a bit. We'll put them in, and I'm going to place these outside because the watering in here gets too warm in here. And like last weekend I did these pots right here, and they're already dry, but they were quite damp when I left them. So it gets really warm in here and it dries it right out, and since I can't be here to water them, they will dry out, and I don't want my plants to die. So we'll put them outside with some of the other ones over here, and we'll cover them up with some mesh that I brought, and that'll be it. All right, I just put some weights on the top to hopefully that'll deter the squirrels a bit. Until I'll probably find some rocks or something. They're a little better, a little heavier. Take up less space too. But that's it. I'm going to leave them there for now. I gave them a good water. We'll just have to wait and see. Okay, stay tuned, and I'll keep you updated. All right, so I have everything in place now. This is the only barb I was able to put a clamp on. So there's there. I didn't hang it yet because I'm not going to use just wire to hang these hoses, and I didn't want them on top of the bar, because when it gets warm in here, that thing will want to start to compress or shape itself. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to find some way to sling it from the post down and just kind of cradle it in a couple of different areas. So I got the hose coming across the top. I was able to cut a little hole in the top so that I could come straight down onto the pump. Then from the pump, the intake, again, I'm going to wait till it gets warmer in here so that I can get this on the barb a little better. It's really hard to push it on, and I really don't have the energy or the strength still. So yeah, so down into here, this is only temporary for the season, so we'll put that through here. This is just to get a measurement. You can see I don't want to leave it like that. So, and then down into here, down into my daisy chain. Now I didn't put the foot valve on. There's a foot valve, which they say put a check valve on. So the foot valve will act like a check valve. This is a foot valve right here. This foot valve will, well, it also helps screen out leaves and stuff like that going out, but it's a female end, and I didn't realize I needed another a male connection barb to go with it. So we're gonna have to wait till next week to get one of those. So next week we'll try and finish this off. Today I'm gonna go and get another battery, because I don't believe this is a strong enough battery. I might even get two more, and we're gonna put them in order or in line. The solar panel is up and it works. It is charging. I have it disconnected right now. Again, there's no point in running everything. Power's off on the inverter, even though it's working. I was using the inverter and the battery to grind out that little hole right there, and it just didn't have enough power, but it did have enough to do it. It just wasn't a lot. So as you can see, I got the barb on there right now, on the hose onto the barb, but I couldn't push it down any further because it's just not pliable enough. So stay tuned. Next week, we're gonna finish this off, and we're gonna fill up at least one of the totes, and we're gonna give her a run and see what our spray bars are like in here, see how many valves I have to clean out or move, or how much dirt got put down this this spray bar. So, and we want to see which directions the sprayers are going. I don't want to be spraying the windows all day. So that's about it. I'm gonna go feed my fishes with some of this. I just got some of this stuff. It's pretty cheap at the store, and every once in a while I give them a little handful of that, and it helps create you know, some bugs and stuff like that. Anyways, it's a good little treat for them, and hopefully I can see them when they come up to eat it. And then also next week I'm gonna get these bulbs in, and I have some seeds. It's supposed to rain next weekend, all weekend. And then we're gonna try this little rollout flower thing, which I never really had too much luck in the past with those, but we'll give it a shot. So stay tuned to next week. Have a great week and be safe. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up, subscribe, tell all your friends. I'll see you soon.